and it's the end of another day. I'm here in the city of Kanakal or Kanakale or Kanakale, I'm not sure how you say it. Um, and Right now I'm in a park. I'm in a park near the middle of the city because I don't know where else to sleep, and I think this is probably the best spot. There's a few people around, so I'm just kind of waiting. It's about just after 8 o'clock at the moment, so I'm just kind of waiting to see if some people leave, and then I'll try and pitch my tent somewhere over in the shadows where someone hopefully won't see me, and then I'll have to try and pack up pretty early in the morning so no one comes around and finds me sleeping in the park. Because I can't find anything else, anywhere else to sleep. I probably should have stopped before I got here, and pick somewhere out of the city. I'm realizing now that cities are really bad places to try and wild camp because there's really not many places where you can do it with a low chance of being found. I just kind of hope that no one really cares that I sleep here for one night. Having said that, right like over here on the other side of the park is a big military base. So on the map it looked like it was a big area of empty space with some park lands, and I was like, oh, that'll be a perfect place to camp. And so I rode in past some gates actually, and there was a few lights and a bit of a like a what do you call it, like a post that goes down to block cars going through, and I just thought I'll ignore that, so I just went past that and then into it was like a buffet kind of area, and then shortly after that someone came and grabbed me, and they were like, what are you doing here? This is a military base. And I said, oh, sorry. So I got to go back out again. But anyway, the park that I'm in now is right next to the military base. So hopefully they don't care that I'm camping next to them either. I'm sure they'll be fine with it. But Kanakale is an interesting place. That's kind of why I wanted to get here today, for a few reasons. First of all, actually, it's it's pretty close to the city of Troy, actually, where the Trojan horse story comes from. And actually, in the middle of on the beach here, on the strand or the esplanade, whatever you want to call it, where people walk, on the beach, there's a massive Trojan horse, which was actually used in the Troy film with Brad Pitt and a few others, probably over a decade ago now, and they've still got the prop from the film, so that was pretty cool to see. And there are some ruins and stuff around here as well, because this area is quite important actually, and I didn't even realize it stupidly until I was talking with Shahan last night, that actually this is like the peninsula, like next to where I am now, is actually the Gallipoli Peninsula. So this area is actually really important for Australians and New Zealanders and Turkish as well, obviously, because of World War I and all the battles that were fought here. So there's actually a museum on this side of the Bay Peninsula, which I'll try and go to tomorrow, which will hopefully tell me some history from the Turkish perspective of what happened here in World War I. And I decided to change my plans a little bit. I was going to ride up this side of the bay, but I think I'll catch a ferry over to the other side and actually ride up the Gallipoli Peninsula, and hopefully I can pass by the Gallipoli. It's like a historical park with I think a memorial as well for the Anzac soldiers, so it would be quite quite special to ride past there and pay my respects, I think. So I'll try and do that tomorrow. But yeah, stupidly I didn't even realize that this was where I was like this close to Gallipoli. You know, it just didn't even register in my head. So that's kind of the plan for tomorrow. I'll have a bit of a more touristy sightseeing day, I think. Bit less riding, but yeah, today it wasn't much riding anyway. I only think I rode maybe 60 kilometers or perhaps a little bit more. And I just had low energy today as well. I don't know if it's just like I've had a bit of a cold the last couple of days and I'm kind of getting over that, or if I'm just worn out from cycling the last 3.5 months. Probably a bit of both. But yeah, my energy to do like big days, like I was doing the last few months, is really waning. I'm struggling to do more than 70 k's a day. Having said that, I haven't really done a full day in a while because of all the punctures I've had, and today I didn't start cycling until 11:30. So yeah, if I get a full day in, I might be able to do a few more kilometers, but you know, it's not really the point at this stage. But it would be cool to get to Istanbul at some point. But yeah, today was after lunch. There wasn't too much exciting things happening, to be honest. It was a lot of cycling up in the hills again, but it was just desolate. There was basically nothing, and it was really dry. So they're just big fields of like really crusty, crumbly like soil that had been tilled at some point, but you know, there was just nothing going on, and thankfully there's a few water stations around, like water fountains. That seems to be pretty common here, as it was in Greece and Italy, for refilling water bottles and stuff. And I think that's a really cool thing that the little villages and communities do for each other. They all have this communal water fountain that people go to and fill up all their water bottles. Like they have like big, like, you know, probably 20-litre water jugs that everyone goes and fills up at these water fountains and brings them back home and use them throughout the week and stuff. But yeah, I just use them to fill up my drink bottles and wet my hat a little bit. But yeah, there wasn't really much else to talk about that happened today, to be honest. So I made it to Canacale, and that was kind of my plan. And yeah, hopefully I'll see a bit of Gallipoli tomorrow. So, but hopefully I get a bit of sleep tonight in this park. That's probably my biggest concern at the moment. It's not ideal. I need to do better in the future. So this will be a learning lesson again. So yeah, wish me luck for tomorrow. Bye.